Alright, it is now time for task 3.
Tasks.
Information dial no but pressed. Eurofly.
So A.
Playthrough. Let's step it up with a bit bigger aircraft. This is the Embraer Legacy 600. It's one of our business jets in our fleet. Even though it can take more people, you will not take any passengers as before. You'll depart from Valera inverted exclamation point Z and head to Halik this time. A longer flight that should get you comfortable with handling multiple designated controlled airspaces. As always, good luck.
Alright. So this is more of the same. The difference is that it'll have you switch frequencies a few more times. And we're in a different aircraft. This doesn't really mean anything right now, but we'll want to pay attention as we get bigger aircraft because our speeds will change. But we do want to take note of that because we want to see if we have a different takeoff speed.
Assigned land.
So control enter.
Certificate current with ceiling. Sit current takeoff speed 93 meters per hour. Current
And
takeoff
C,
speed. Land.
and
Eurofly. Land.
actually it's good that we checked because our current takeoff speed is now 93 in our new plane. So, apparently even with the smaller ones, always good to take note of when you are in a new plane. So, never forget to read your task description with A. And, if you are confused about what it says, especially if you aren't familiar with these countries and cities in these countries, remember Shift A.
Task 02 list. Task 02.
Will
Task
pop up that list. And now, what this is they have this labeled a little strangely. So task 1 is actually task 0, sort of. But it says 002, and so we're at rank 0 because we're at the test rank, and then we'll be at rank 1. So everything starts at 0 in this game. So, because I'm in America, I just started it with 1. So.
Departure, Aller Slovakia. Departure, Aller Slovakia. Destination, Halik Slovakia. Destination,
Now,
Halik Slovakia. Land.
The reason that I bring this list up, task list up now, is because it's something you want to get in the habit of doing, because when you start having multiple airports that you need to land and take off from in a task, it's very important. The other reason is that because now you can use your screen reading commands to
STESTINATION colon space HOLIQC space SLOVAKIA. Land.
Spell things you might be having trouble with.
Passengers, no. Passengers, no. Legs, legs.
And of course you can also
None.
look at this. Passengers, no.
Aircrafts, aircrafts.
No legs, you can see.
Embraer Legacy 600. Embraer Legacy 600. Required countries, required country, none, none.
Aircraft you need for this mission. You don't have to go through any countries.
Prohibited country, none, none.
And you're not restricted from any countries. That is something we'll want to pay attention to later.
Land, Eurofly.
So, let's Control-Shift K.
Computer on.
Control B.
Done.
Control-Shift E.
Indoor
Shift
lights on.
S.
Front lights on.
Shift F. And then Shift B.
Back lights on.
And page up and page down for our engines. So you can do the first part of this in,
Ready.
whatever order you want. But in order to turn on all your TCAS and all this, you have to have your engines on. So Control-Shift-C,
TCAS on.
Control-Shift-S,
Storm radar on.
Control-Shift-Q,
Tempering on.
Control-Shift-V,
Ventilation on.
Control-Shift-P.
Pressure on.
Alright, so now we want to hit B
Off.
to take off our brake. Control-Shift-F.
Done. Set frequency.
And Control-Shift-T
Done.
for our transmitter and transponder. You can do that at any point as long as you do it before you take off, because otherwise you won't be able to request takeoff clearance, of course.
New 120.4.
So F to find out what your frequency
Enter
is.
frequency. 120. Dodge.
Alt F to enter it.
4. Eurofly.
Squawk 7, 4, 6, 8.
Alt-T.
Transponder edited.
Squawk.
8. Eurofly.
Identification confirmed.
Alright. Now we know our current takeoff speed is 93. Now we need to set our destination.
Land. Slovakia, Bratislava. Land. Eurofly. Land. Slovakia Polaris, Slovakia Dubavin, 11 130 Slovakia Seneca, 60 Slovakia Kishtani, 80 Slovakia Kolavik right, Slovakia Maliki, Slovakia Bratislava, Slovakia Halik, 29 37 land.
So Halik is what I was looking for. So hit space.
Destination set, Eurofly. Task, land, depart destined passengers, destination, Halik, Slovakia, land, land.
Okay. So I hit Shift A to check that for sure. So F1.
SK737. Our runway is currently in use. Please try again in a moment.
Alright, well that's fine. We'll hit Control F for our flaps while we're sitting here.
Done.
SK737. Our runway is currently in use. Please try again in a moment.
Alright, so we're just waiting.
SK737. You are cleared to take off using the runway in front of you.
Now we are clear to take off.
8.
So we're gonna get to about 82.
53. 62. 70. 78. 81. 82.
Alright, here we go. Up arrow.
17. 15.
Uh-oh. I didn't do something right.
Land assigned flight. Land Slovakia frequency. Transpond audio nav traffic collision flight management. Weather radar on. Weather climate control pressure on. Pressure environmental status monitor off. Communicator off. Transponder on. Transmitter on. Cabin lights on. Tail lights on. Strobe light belt on. Belt landing gear down. Flaps extended. Flaps brakes off. Brakes off. Cockpit open. Door closed. Door used fuel. 0 current range. 37 fuel level. 1729 fuel tank capacity. 7 current landing airspeed. 90 current takeoff speed. 97 meet land. Eurofly. 15.
Oh, current takeoff speed is 97. I'm not going fast enough. There we go.
90.
SK737. Climb and continue heading north.
So Control F, Control G. Alt Home to speed
Takeoff
up.
successful.
SK737. Climb to 500 and set heading towards your destination.
37 left bearing 323.
Alright, and so I did Shift left and then left arrow.
Ahead bearing 323.
Now we're ahead.
Ahead bearing 323.
And I forgot to turn these stupid tones down.
280. 380. 407. 430. 0. 459.
Oh.
5. 466.
Raise up
474.
a little more.
483. 488. 4. Minus 5. Minus 9.
Ah!
1. 440.
SK737.
6.
Continue on your present course and altitude.
468. 477. 485. 4. Minus 1. 0. 494. Pristine.
Okay. If you start hitting your arrows too fast, you will start to drop. Or so just be mindful. Always
SK737. Climb and maintain 2,500.
keep track of where you are. All right. So this
11.
is where we actually
15,
deal with
16.
climbing some more and maintaining a higher height. And so this is where you would want to turn on your pressure and temperature.
SK737. You are leaving the airspace of our airport.
Which is
We wish you a
why
safe flight.
we did that already.
5275.
So
Transponder edit 5.
5275.
2. 7. 5.
Alt-T.
Eurofly.
Identification confirmed.
And so since we're going higher, we're leaving the airport behind because it's the beacon on the ground that tone is playing.
SK737. Descend to 500.
Okay, so now it's telling us to descend to 500 again, even though
Minus 8. 1743.
we weren't at 2500.
Minus 15.
Because
15.
that's the requested height, but we're not having a long enough flight to be able to get there because you have to come back down because it takes you some time to come down, and of course if you're too high you will overshoot the airport and you'll land not on the runway.
1103.
So
Western Slovakia region of Trnava district
it's
of
telling us to descend to 500, so that we're not quite so high up when we get closer.
852. 736. Dodge, dodge. 577.
SK737,
495.
you're leaving the airspace of
You have entered airspace of a new airport. Frog,
Transponder edit. 3, 7, 9. Eurofly.
Identification confirmed. SK737, this is your destination airport. Descend to
450.
100 and
455.
contact our request landing clearance at 2 kilometers from the airport.
Alright, so now we want to descend
Minus 18.
SK737, descend
Minus
to
25.
100.
261. 200.
to 100.
Minus 9. Minus 3. Minus 1. 100. 98. 0.
SK737,
514 tailwind
continue
2.
on your present course and altitude.
Olive, 60.
So we're still 6 miles
486
away,
tailwind
but
2.
we're going 486 miles an hour. Now, Control Enter
Assigned flight
and
list.
C until we
Current
find our
takeoff
current landing
97
speed.
Current landing airspeed, 97 meter hour. Current landing
97,
Eurofly.
so
459.
we want to
456
slow
tailwind 2.
way down.
445 tailwind 2.
Now,
Holly. 384 tailwind 2.
there's another way that you can do this.
331 tailwind 2.
But for these smaller planes, it's better just to do this.
258 crossline from left. 230 crossline from left.
That way you can control your speed a little better.
202 crossline from left. 184 crossline from left. 170 crossline from left.
So I'm going to
Company.
slow down to about
Holly.
108
139 crossline from left.
to account
127
for the
crossline from
landing
left.
gear slowing us down.
114 crossline. 107 crossline from left. 106 crossline. 108 crossline from left.
SK737, you are cleared to land. I repeat, you are cleared to land.
Land.
Then Control F, Control G,
Done.
and lower our
Minus
nose
13.
angle to
Minus
minus
15.
15 with up arrow.
96 crossline
And
from
we're
left.
going 96, so that's perfect.
Landing successful.
Yes.
Minus 867.
Okay, we're at 867.
Minus 610.
Now we're going to slow down to 62.
81. 71. 66. 62. 61. 62. Minus 222. Minus 180. Minus 139. Minus 97. Minus 72. Minus 52. Minus 38.
Done.
Parking position.
B to apply the brake, and there we
Land.
go.
Task completed successfully. Congratulations.
Alright, that's another task in the books. See you next time.
About Eurofly.
For
Exit.
task 4.
Cock 3 MP3 stop edit red stop.